G'day everyone, it's the end of week 4 on my weight loss journey, and this week we are winging it. This week I was going to be talking about food and what food I've been eating and how I'm counting my calories and all that sort of stuff. And well, real life got in the way this past week and I haven't got a video ready for you. And I was just going to put my check-in weight, just put a notice on the community page, and I thought, nah, I'll just sit down and I'll do a quick talk to the camera and I'll tell you what's going to be going on. You know, life isn't just about my weight loss journey. I do have a life beyond the scales. So this week's been a bit of a week. I will tell you my weigh in a little bit, so hang around for that, because remember last week I didn't lose anything at all. I didn't gain, fortunately, but I didn't lose, and it just plateaued last week. So wait until you hear what happened this week. Right, so what happened is that Monday I had to go out. I had a doctor's appointment. I had to do a couple of stops at a couple like Coles and Woolworths, and just quick stops, but several short stops like that, in and out of the car, walking in, all that sort of stuff. And it was hot and it was exhausting. It was physically hard for my fibromyalgia body, and it was mentally hard for my social anxiety. It's still school holidays here. It's still the end of summer holidays, and being like the week before school goes back, there are a lot of people doing the touristy thing, having one last holiday before they get back into life. So here on the coast, it's been a really busy week, and Monday was a bit of an overload for me. It was just too much. I had a little bit of a meltdown, and Tuesday, I'm just checking my diary because I like to make notes because I can't remember from one day to the next what I do. And Tuesday I had a bit of a meltdown, and and also Dad called Dad lives in aged care, and he called and said there's something wrong with his TV and I had to go down and fix it. And I was really angry about that because I knew what the problem was. It's just a loose cable. And I said, get the staff to just jiggle the cable. But Dad doesn't say boo to a goose. He does not say very much at all. And he didn't get them to do that. He just got me to go down and fix it. I walked in, I went jiggle, and it was fixed. So I was a bit annoyed about that because I was in quite a state, but I'm very happy that my friend Lynn actually came with me. She said, I might go down and have a visit. I'll take the dog down and see some of the other oldies down there. And that was her reasoning, but I know deep inside that she made that up as an excuse just to support me because she knew that I needed it. So thank you, Lynn. So that is one thing, my little gratitude thing. Thank you, Lynn. That's one thing I was grateful for this week. She's a very good friend, and she's always been there when I need her. So thank you, Lynn. So anyway, that was Tuesday. Tuesday was a bit of a meltdown. And from Wednesday onward, we've had a heat wave here. It's been like 36 degrees. I don't know what that is in F temperature. I'll write it on the screen. It's been freaking hot. That's what it's been all week. So I've stayed inside with the aircon on, doing inside stuff. And inside stuff for me at the moment is we've got an Etsy shop. And it's because a couple of years ago when Dad moved into aged care and we cleaned all the stuff out of the house, you know, that generation had china cabinets kind of like that, filled with trinkets and knickknacks and stuff that had been handed down through generations. And they're all vintage items and they're all worth quite decent money and people collect them, but I don't want them. So slowly but surely I'm selling all of these things through my little Etsy shop. And I enjoy it. I'm enjoying the process, but it takes a lot of work. You know, there's photos, there's research of the item so you know what it is and how much it's worth and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I've been doing basically for the last few days, sitting on my backside in the aircon, listing things on Etsy and spending time with my son, working through stuff with him because he flies out on Tuesday. And because I don't know when he's coming back, we've had some things around the house here that it's been a two-person job. I've needed his help to do, or he's had to do himself. So he's been really busy around the house and we've been doing things together because, yeah, we've needed these jobs to get done before he leaves because who knows when he'll be back. And he's like packing and unpacking his stuff because he's got more camera equipment than he has clothes. He's into photography. And that's one of the main reasons he's going over, to see the rallies, to have a holiday, but also to collect a shit ton of stock footage. So when he comes home, he can get in and settle down and do his editing and sell his photos and all that sort of stuff. So although it's been a week where we've not left the house for most of the week, it's been busy, and that's why I haven't got a weight loss food video done for you. So that's my week. What else has been going on? Let's just have a quick look at my book. Let's just have a quick look. My, where is it? My planks. I'm still doing my plank every day. Very happy to say I'm still doing my plank every day. So there's that. I'm still drinking my water every day. I'm starting to get sick to death of tracking food, and I've been a bit hit and miss with tracking, and I'm still sticking to it. And that's really good because this week I learned, ta-da, to be a bit more flexible and a bit more, not flexible, just a bit more, with stuff. A bit more realistic. I'm not so focused on food and counting, tracking and calories and stuff like that. I've just been, if I'm hungry, I'm eating something. I'm not really planning ahead. It's like, right, what's to eat? And I'm eating what I want. I'm just eating a little bit less of it. And it's been working well. It's been working well. I remember last week I wasn't sleeping good. My sleeping pattern was out. Well, I've fixed that. I'm going to bed at the right time, waking up at a decent time. My routine is pretty good, as well as it could be under the circumstances for this past week. And life has just been a little bit more normal life rather than life totally focused on food and counting calories. And that is something that I did want to talk about with this topic, which I'm not going to go into now because this is just going to be a quick video. You can tell I'm making it up on the fly. It's because counting calories, if you do it all the time, I find it just becomes really obsessive, and it seems to control your life. And when you're trying to create a life that doesn't revolve around food, it seems counterproductive to revolve your life around food because you're tracking it. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, that's that. But so this is a good opportunity. Let's segue. I don't get to use that word very often. Let's segue into my weight loss for the week. Last week was, I don't know, let me have a look. Last week was, that's right, it was 84.4 kilos, 2 weeks in a row. And this week I weighed in at 84.1. So I lost 300 grams this week. And I actually jumped on the scales yesterday, and it was a lot less than that. I would have lost 600 grams if I'd used that that record yesterday. But yesterday afternoon I mowed. So my body is sore and swollen and retaining water and I'm guessing that's where the 300 grams is, because my body fluctuates like you wouldn't believe. But I mean, it's still 84.1 is a 300 gram loss this week, and I'm on track for, another good loss next week. And I'm really pleased with the progress. I'm really pleased with my progress, and I know that doing this, keeping a record and giving you all what I'm doing and the information, and knowing that you're all looking to me for ideas, what works for me, so maybe you can try it, and that's really helping me. So I hope that I'm helping you too. And another thing, I realised that I haven't told you what this thing is that I keep showing you. It is, I've got smart scales. So they're like a digital scale with the app that's connected. So you jump on the scales, you turn on the app, and it records everything. And it records your weight, your BMI, fat percent, muscle percent, visceral fat, bone, and you get that every time, and it records it. So that's where I'm getting the figures from that I pop up, those little white thing with the lines on it. That's where I'm recording my weight every week. And I really like that because you can see your progress. And I've got too many red ones and not enough green ones, but it'd be nice to get all of them green. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the bone one into the green, because bone for me at the moment is low, and I don't think I'm going to be able to increase my bone weight, but that's a problem for another day. But yeah, I use a smart scale, and there's a lot available at all different prices. There's a link down in the description if you want to have a look and learn more about them. I've been using one of them for a while, and I find it's a really good way to keep track on everything. Another thing, doing my book, I was grateful for this week was, my relationship with my son. We've had a great week. We're really focused on him going away and getting organised for his trip. I'm super excited for him. It's a wonderful opportunity. I'm going to miss him like crazy. For the last few years, it's just been the two of us in the house, and we get on so well. We get on like best friends. My son's 30, remember. He's not a kid. He's an adult. He's a grown man. And we get on so well, like best mates, like flatmates. And we laugh, and we're very, very similar in personalities and sense of humour. So when it's just the two of us, it's great. And this week especially has been extra good because I said to him, you know, you're so focused on getting organised for your trip and all these other things. I said, I've thought of something that you possibly haven't factored into your equation for when you go away. And he goes, oh, what's that? And I went, you're gonna miss me. And he goes, yeah, probably a bit. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard at first, not having him around constantly and waking up in the morning to dirty dishes in the sink and, you know, cars coming home at 5 a.m. But I don't mind. Once I get used to that, I'll be quite happy being here by myself. I've lived alone before and I'm good at it. I enjoy it. And I've got a list of things that I'm starting to think about doing while he's away. I mean, he's going to be gone at least 6 months. I reckon 12 months, but it's a who knows scenario. Thought this little sit down video was a bit nicer than just putting a message on the community board. I've told you all the important stuff. I'm very happy with my weight loss this week, and I'll keep you posted for next week because big trip to the airport Tuesday afternoon. Come home, cry myself to sleep Tuesday night. And upwards and onwards from then on. I will see you next week. And, got anything you want to know in particular, let me know down in the comments because I've kind of just rattled stuff off this week. So anything you want to know about, let me know. I'll see you next week. Bye.